no, motherfucker. Man, I don't like this. I gotta tighten you guys up a little bit. That better? I think that's better. Man, what is good? Man, I got an important live this morning. An important morning reflection. Give it a couple minutes. Let y'all trickle in here. Trickle, trickle. Dick trickle. No, for real though. So, I'm just going to go ahead and crack it open. Caparo, what's good, dog? British Bulldog, what's good? Lou, what's good? Your main girl. Amanda. Who else we got in here? I haven't trickled since I passed the stone. My dog said I haven't trickled since I passed the stone. Just for crafts and giggles, what's good? The queen. Man, you're all showing up. What does my dog Luke call it? Mob Tuesday. This is Mob Tuesday. Alright, but anyway. So, this is what I want to speak on. I want to talk about, how should I put it? People should judge their success based off of their own success. I'm going to use an example before I start talking about it. So, do you remember back when you were in school and you would raise your hand and you put your hand up and the whole class would raise their hand and your teacher would pick, one or, this guy, that girl, whatever. My experience shows that most of the time the teacher would pick somebody that they either felt knew the answer or they had an impact on them somewhere along the line. Make an impact for yourself. If you're doing it for somebody else and you're worried about somebody else's success, you're never going to be successful. What's up, Kenny? Yeah, team no sleep. That's facts, bro. I woke up late this morning. I got to calm down with that. I'm going to get in trouble. But anyway, so when I started doing YouTube, I made goals for myself. You know what I mean? I made goals for myself, things that I wanted to accomplish. I seen other people accomplishing those goals. That didn't deter me from my goal. I didn't stop doing what I was doing, and I didn't change anything that I was doing because somebody else was successful at what they were doing. You know what I mean? Continued to better my craft, to try to improve. Hold on real quick. My bad, I had a phone call, I had to answer that. Anyway, I gauge my success off of my success. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I want to do something and I want to make an impact somewhere, I'm not worried if somebody else has already made that impact. It's what I want to do. I'm going to go and do what Kurt wants to do to make my own path, blaze my own trail. And sometimes you do look at others' success and you think, man, how are they doing that? What are they doing? And it pushes you to figure it out. It pushes you to work harder. It pushes you to achieve your goals. But if you're constantly worried about somebody else's success, what's up, Payday? Dope little rendition that you put on that Upchurch beat, by the way. But if you're judging your success off of somebody else's success, you're going to fail. I'm not going to use anybody in particular as examples because I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. And if the shoe fits, wear it. It's not directed at anybody. I've thought about this for a long time. I've watched, in the 7 months I've been on YouTube, I've kind of watched and peeped what people have done, and some people are really humble and understand that, everybody's going to have their time to shine. But then there's others that feel like they're getting left behind. And I'll tell you why you feel that way. You feel that way because you're not happy with your success. You're too wrapped up in somebody else's success and what they're doing and how they're growing in their life and in their YouTube. Oh man, Braylon, I love you, baby girl. I love you. If you need to call daddy real quick, you can. I'll click over and tell you I love you. But anyway, find confidence in yourself Understand that, you know, you might be doing something really good and somebody else is going to get noticed for it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else is going to get noticed for doing the same thing, maybe less quality. You have to accept that. It goes back to the analogy of being in school. Like, there was always a couple kids that my teacher would always answer. She would always answer. She, you know, he, she, whoever it was at the time would always answer. They raise their hand, they always answer them. And that was because that student made an impact on the teacher. That student participates. That student is constantly engaged in what's going on. And eventually what happened is, you know, I would be somebody that would raise my hand all the time. And when I figured stuff out, or I was right, and my teacher seen potential, she's seen the willingness to put forth effort, then she started calling on me. You know what I'm saying? She wanted me to participate. And sometimes that's how it works, man. People will get discouraged immediately because somebody else's success doesn't reflect to their success. But you can't do that. Yeah, exactly, Clint. Yeah, you have to be excited about doing this. Like, I weld. I'm a welder for a living, and I get excited about welding all the time. I like challenging things. I like doing things that other people struggle to do. You know, I jumping into the YouTube game early on, I wanted to do YouTube because I felt like I could do a good job at it. And I felt like it would be something I enjoyed. And I was right. You know what I mean? And I got to work on some things. I got to work on my sound quality. You know what I mean? I got to stop sounding like I'm in a box. I got to work on presentation. I got to work on my edits. I got to jump to a computer. Like, I'm constantly creating new goals for myself. You know what I mean? I'm constantly building up myself. I'm not worried about the success of other people. I'm not. I set goals, and I set so I've always followed other reaction channels. I've always paid attention to what they're doing. I always watch. I like to watch. I like to understand different perspectives of music, but I also pay attention to how they do it, what they're doing, how they're moving. And I like to model myself off of what I know. Like, when you make music relatable to the people that you relate to. So when I'm doing my reactions, I'm making my reactions relatable to the reactions that I enjoy watching. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter how many views you get. It doesn't matter how many people share your reactions. All that matters is that you put out a solid product. That's it. Like I was telling Kenny, man, we don't know. 2 years, 3 years from now, some of these newer artists that we've been doing, they could blow up. They could blow up massively, you know, and we could be the first reactors to react to them. You know what I mean? People could watch our reactions to their older music 10 years from now. And who knows, man? What you think you might not be successful at right now, and 5 years from now, you might be very successful at it. You might look back and go, man, I wasted a lot of my time and I complained an awful lot about nothing. Appreciate you, dog.
Yes, sir. What you got there?
Chem dog. But yeah, don't let other people's success determine your success. You want to be successful for yourself, not for somebody else. And don't worry about what other people are doing that's getting them success. Do what you need to do. Payday, remember us when you blow up. Hey, British Bulldog, that's what's up.
I could drive to Wendy's today.
Bet. Sounds good, Gavin. Wendy's for lunch today. Wendy's for lunch. Kurt spitting facts per the norm. Hey, I'm trying, man. You know, I want to motivate somebody to stop worrying about, like, if anybody takes this and goes, like, even at work, bro, like, you might be really good at your job and somebody might get all the recognition. Somebody at work might take all that success that you've created, you know, whether it's a coworker, whether it's a boss, you can't let that stop you from doing you. You know what I mean? You got to be successful for yourself. If you're not successful for yourself and you're not creating goals for yourself, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You're doing it for somebody else, not you. Kurt's motivation morning class. That's what's up, Queen. To me, it was completely logical. Y'all are having a conversation in the chat. That's fine. I just was getting distracted. Right, British Bulldog? What's good, Payday? Yo, I use Payday as an example. Payday is a good example. Payday ain't gave up on anything he's ever done. Payday reacting. Payday's making music. And Payday ain't worried about what other reaction channels are doing or what other artists are doing. Payday is worried about what Payday wants to do. Payday's eyes are on his vision. Payday's eyes are on his own success. You know what I mean? Kenny, same way with Kenny. Kenny don't give a shit what other people are doing. Kenny's gonna do what Kenny wants to do, and that's that. You know what I mean? Kenny, shout out to Kenny. Kenny reacts to more independent artists than anybody I've seen on YouTube. You know what I mean? And that goes for this. So like with that being said, Kenny can't get mad at anybody, and I know Kenny doesn't, but nobody can get mad at anybody for an artist not supporting what you're doing, because that artist is driving their success off of their success. They're not driving their success off of your reaction channel. So sometimes it's frustrating because you're like, man, I've been showing support to these people. I've been showing so much love, so much support. But like I said, if they're focused on their vision, they're not going to see your vision. They're not going to see you. Do something to stand out. Do something to shake it up a little bit. That's the people that grab attention from people. That's the people that they've created success off of what they're doing, and somebody else has recognized them for that. And that's it. They didn't recognize them for anything else other than what they were doing. And some people, I'll say this, some people will reach and they'll do things for other people and they'll catch a little bit of success. They'll start running and taking off and they'll get traction, but because it's not truly what they want to do, it ain't going to last. And on top of that, it's not authentic. I was joking, but yeah, just wanted to see. Yeah, Quinn. Oh, you want to talk about Quinn Luke? Hopefully, hey, prayers for Quinn Luke. Everybody go pray for Quinn Luke. I hope Quinn Luke's cat scratch heals up, man. I need a real mob Tuesday. I don't need no cry about a cat scratch Tuesday. Bro, check this out. I love the way that Kenny's doing it, and I'm going to tell you why. Kenny is creating a platform that he does what he wants to do. When Kenny takes off, and Kenny's going to take off, Kenny's going to boom through the roof. People are going to be blowing Kenny up going, Kenny, bro, can you react to my music? Kenny, can you react to my music? Now Kenny has created a spot to where somebody else is depending on Kenny to help their success. That's the way you want to do it. You don't want to depend on somebody else to make you successful. You want other people to depend on you to help grow their success. As a reaction channel, that's the goal. As a person in everyday life, that doesn't make sense. But as a reaction channel, that's the goal to get to. Like, you want these artists to look at you and go, damn, I need to get on Kenny Reacts. I need to get a reaction on Kenny's channel. Look at Tulip Mafia. Look at Flawzilla. Look at there's a lot, dude, and I'm trying to name the bigger ones, and to be honest with you, I don't pay attention to names like that. I don't look at the reaction channels, and I'm gonna be honest with you. The ones that stand out, the ones that catch my attention during the reaction, those are the ones I know the names of. The Tulip Mafia, the Flawzilla, the who was I watching the other day? Damn, I can't remember the dude's name. But that's how this works, man. Make an impact on somebody. Somebody isn't just going to know your name because they read it one time. We're in a world full of people. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people. There's a lot of YouTube videos. There's a lot of reaction channels. Make yourself known because of who you are. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to have help along the way. People are going to help you. People will share your things. But that's only going to last so long. 307 Reacts. Shout out to 307 Reacts. They're a great reaction channel. They said it the best. They said, look, I just pointed out the tree, you knocked it down. You can say, hey, there's a person over here. But if that person doesn't make an impact, doesn't make a statement for themselves, it won't work. It won't last. Kenny helps a lot of people, man. Kenny's a good dude, man. If y'all haven't subbed up to Kenny and checked out Kenny, you're missing out. And I said it before, and I mean it, and I stand by this. You ain't fucking with Kenny, you ain't fucking with me. So, there's a whole lot of people that ain't fucking with Kenny. I'm good, Caparo. Bro, Kenny's got the formula. Like, I feel like Kenny's like a baby about to be born. Any day now is Kenny's due date. And when that due date comes, y'all better watch out, because my dog's flying straight to the top. I'd still hit it even if it was a 7-10 split. Yeah, Matt and Chris are dope, Vicky. Matt and Chris are dope. Matt and Chris gave me my first shout out ever in my entire YouTube career. They really helped push me to the next level, to push me out of that. Like, I went through it. I went through it, man. It's stressful, yo. You're trying to build yourself. You're trying to create a brand. You're trying to create a channel. You're trying to, and when you stop doing it for those reasons is when you make a big difference. I spent more time working on my reactions early on than I do now. You know what I mean? And when I started making it to the point where it was becoming like a chore or a task, I stopped making it like that. I said, I gotta stop doing that. It's not a chore, it's not a task. It's something I'm doing for fun, something that I'm doing because I enjoy it. Jamie, good morning. Actually, I found you through them. Yeah, that's what's up, Vicky. That's dope. I appreciate you hanging out that long, because that's been a while. Probably been 4 months. And like I did Home Free reactions. And Home Free, they got a lot of supporters. But that's not what I enjoyed. I didn't really enjoy doing Home Free. I enjoyed the support, but when I look back, I'm like, how can I, eventually these people are going to walk away from me, because they're going to realize that the support that I gave to the Home Free, I don't listen to it like that. I don't mind listening to one of their songs every now and then, but I don't listen to it like that. It's not my type of music. It's not my type of mood. It's not my type of vibe. And it's not my type of people. You know what I mean? I like rough around the edges people. I like imperfect people. I don't have anything against anybody, but the whole church scene, I don't rock with that. I'm gonna blossom into a beautiful flower. My dog said I'm hey, orange flower, bro. You're gonna go from an orange flower, from an orange blossom to an orange. I think that's the same plant. Yeah, man, don't let people's success deter you. Don't let somebody else's success define your success. That's really what this is about. Like, if you're doing what you're doing and you're happy doing what you're doing, don't worry about what other people are doing, if that makes sense. Like, if I'm sharing this and that and I'm trying to get myself out there and it ain't working and I see other people that are doing it, I can't just get discouraged that somebody paid attention to another person in a world full of 1 million people, billion people, 7 billion people, whatever we are. It's real easy to get discouraged because nobody's noticing you. Make yourself notice. Get out there. Do it respectfully. Come correct, but at the same time, make yourself notice. Grind. Upgrade your level. Like, if you're doing something and you're continuously putting out the same things over and over and it's not getting any attention, change it up. Create a better thumbnail. Try something different. You can't just sit in one lane and expect change and not change anything. You know what I mean? And you can't, and look, I'll say this, that's where I feel like the term clout chasing comes from. Because when somebody sees somebody being successful at something, they want to jump over there and try to do it themselves. And that's okay, but come correct with it. You know what I'm saying? Do it the right way. Do it to what you love and what you respect. Don't just do it because somebody else is doing it. The authentic part of it is gone then. There's no, and to be honest with you, that's why I've been kind of setting back off the reactions. Because I want to do it based off of the music that I want to do. When I feel like doing a song, that's when I'm going to do it. When I feel like reacting to something, that's when I'm going to do it. I'm no longer going to push myself to react to something just because everybody else is doing it. I'm not. I've already decided I'm going to react to the Jelly Roll, the Lorenzo Cole, and the Leroy Big song when it comes out. I don't give a shit who's doing it. Nobody can react to it. Oh well, I'm reacting to it. Fuck that, Mariah. There's a whole world of reactors. There's a whole YouTube platform of reactors. You're going to copy somebody regardless. You can do it exactly how you want to do and go watch 15 different reactions and you probably copied 2 or 3 things out of it. Does that mean you copied it? No. Fuck what other people think. People are always so worried about what other people think. That's the problem. Quit worrying about what other people think. Quit worrying about other people's success. Quit worrying about what somebody else is doing. Worry about what you're doing, and that's all that matters. You will be... If you spend the amount of energy that people spend worrying about other people, they could do their own shit and they could be as big as they could dream of. Bigger. I'm going to read the comments a little bit because I've been babbling, but yo, the amount of success that we would have would be insane if people would focus on what they're doing and not what somebody else is doing. For real. We'd have a lot more successful artists, reactors, people. If people use your own job as if you have a job and you work a job and you're around a lot of people, use that as my example. I'm sure that you work harder than somebody in your job, or you're the person that doesn't work very hard and you get all the recognition. It happens all the time. You can get pissed off, you can get mad. All you're going to do is affect yourself. You're going to lose your job. You're going to lose your income. You're not going to have the things that you want to have in life, all because you're worried about what somebody else is doing. And you can't control, like, say I reach out to somebody and I show support. Somebody can't get mad at that person because I showed support to them. That's me. That's all me. That's what I seen. That's my vision. That's who I'm backing. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad at me and you can't get mad at them. You just do more to push yourself harder, to try to get better at what you're doing, to hopefully at some point get noticed, because we're all doing this for what? Attention. We're all on YouTube because we want people to watch our videos. If you're on YouTube and you're saying you're not doing this because you don't want any views, you're a liar. You need to get off YouTube then, because that's why you're not successful at what you're doing, because you're not doing it for views. Views are what you're doing it for. Nobody looks at their video and goes, awesome, I got no views today. Woohoo! Yes! Exactly what I wanted to do. I didn't want nobody to watch my videos. I want my videos to be all there by myself. I didn't want them in my camera roll, but I uploaded them to YouTube and I don't want them there. I don't want nobody to watch them. That's a bullshit ass lie. You be honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Chase that success. Chase your own success. Not somebody else's success, your success. Chase your success and you'll be fine. Rex, hey, Rex, shout out to Rex. I'll give Rex credit where credit's due. Rex makes music for Rex. Rex does what Rex wants to do. Luke makes music for Mob. That's it. Kenny makes reactions for Kenny's riders. That's it. Captain's Cartel. I make reactions. I make funny skits. I go live for y'all, not for me. Oh, and I think I know why that got the copyright hit. Because I looked, Instagram, you can't even use Real Country as a song on an Instagram short. You know what I'm saying? So if they're stopping Instagram from using it, they damn sure ain't gonna let me and Kenny use it. Hey, I appreciate you shouting out the cartel, man. That's what's up, dog. I never read the comments because I got wrapped up. What time is it? 1 minute? 2 minutes? Hey, me too, Kenny. And if you ain't doing it for that, then I don't know what you're doing it for. Nobody makes a reaction and goes, man, I sure hope nobody sees this. Nobody makes a YouTube short and goes, oh, I sure hope nobody sees this. Like, that's what we're doing it for. That's fine, babe. I'm about to get off here. I love you guys. My daughter's calling. I gotta go. Mountain Girl, glad to be back. British Bulldog, success is different for everyone. Facts. Vicky, Killshot, Creeker Mariah, the Queen, Jamie, Rex, Kenny. I seen a little Payday in here. Who else I miss? Eminem Racing, I'm sure they're in here. They're always in here. Shout out to Eminem Racing. Your main girl. Appreciate you, Caparo. Hey, if you're in here, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. If you ain't in here, you see this later on, I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Miami. What's up, Miami? What else we got? And I'm out, man. My daughter's calling. I love y'all. Remember, be nice to one another.